One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the BYU Cougars, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Cougars offense has the ball first today. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Picks up the first down, still moving. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll give it to Johnson. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has, obviously.
Just keeps moving. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Free up the gut. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit. bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Got it in the middle. It's Spears. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll run play action. It's on target and complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. BYU has this offense clicking. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He'll pull it down. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Pulls it in, it's Spears. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got enough for the 1st down. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Peppers. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Cougars started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to bull his way in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cougars! Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. 1st down here for the offense. Let's go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. They'll go to the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires to the tight end. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly.
Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They're going to run it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll send the back in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Punts it out of the air. Hard-hitting tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. BYU lines up quickly. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Cougars. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. Runs through the tackle.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Cougars will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burgess. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to pick it up on the ground. On the move, it's before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he got loose. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be... There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. The snap sets up to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, BYU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They'll They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously have a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is running away with things, and I'm not sure anyone inside that program saw this coming today. They're up by 15 over the Red Hawks of Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter,
and it's picked off for the third time today. Racing down the left side. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, BYU!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Cincinnati, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Burgess. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We reached the break. BYU is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Hands it off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy completion. And good. By the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bearcats... this one away.
On to punt it away.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Toure. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Got a man. It's Spears. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll leave it with him. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. They'll run it. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.